Hi ladies, it's Manisha here, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another nail art with some She Modern products that have been sent to me kindly for review. I'm going to be doing a koi fish design, so I'm going to be using these foils here, and also one of the Pearlescent Shimmers that she's got on the website. So I'll just pull everything out of the bag and I'll be right back. Okay, so definitely check out She Modern's website. I'll have it linked on the bottom of the screen and down below too. She's also on YouTube and she's got lots of really detailed instructional videos on how to use all her new products. So I'll be definitely linking that for you down below. Do advise that you do definitely go and check out what she's got on offer there too, because she's very creative with her designs and shows you lots of different ways on how you can use her products. So today I'm going to be using the gold Pearlescent, if I can get the camera to focus, here we go, the gold Pearlescent Shimmer, and that's a powder. And like I said before, I'm going to be using the koi fish, so these ones are a blue foil. These can be used lots of different ways. You can colour them in with Sharpie markers, with polishes, with acrylic paints, and even fill them in with glitter, or use just as is. So I'm going to be using those, and I'm also going to be using her creative nail art stencil. So these are reusable, flexible stencils that you can use over and over again, and so you'll see how I do that. And you'll also need a couple of other things. So you'll need a clear stamper of some description. This is just an old one, so excuse the cloudiness of it. I have used powders and pigments with it in the past, and so that's why it's gone a little bit cloudy, so I'll be using that. And also you'll need foil glue. So that's the foil glue I'll be using. And also, because I'm just doing this on regular polish and I'm using foils, I am going to be using a water-based top coat first, followed by Seche Vite. And if you're wondering what's on my nails, or well, not that hand there, ignore that hand. If you're wondering what polish is on my nails, it's the Hansen salon manicure one called Highgray to Heaven. And I'll be also using Born Pretty, if I can get it in focus, Infinite Vitality. Just usually comes in a box like so. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit of dry brushing on one side of the nail, which I've already done on the thumb, but I'll show you step by step. I'll speed up the next part of the video, and then but I will do a voiceover and explain what I'm doing, and I'll meet you right back at the end with the finished design and my thoughts on it. So if you want to see how I go, just stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start off by adding the distressed part of the design. So I'm just sort of dry brushing that orange polish on, so let that fully dry, and then move on to the next step, which is adding the glue. So just pop a coat of the glue on each nail that you're going to be doing the design on, and once it's clear, you know that it's ready to use. I'm just preparing my stamper head, so I'm just tapping out some of that gold Pearlescent Shimmer powder. Now the lid does actually have a child lock proof lid on it, so you do need to press it down before you can release it. I'm just using a tiny amount there and just dabbing it out onto the stamper head. Now some of the powders seem to come out easier than others, just depending on the bottle, so just sort of persevere with it. Any excess on your finger, you can just use a lint remover to remove that. And now I'm pulling out the creative guide, and I'm going to be placing it on the nail. Now you do get a couple with the, I think you get 3 actually, sorry, with the powders, 2 or 3, I can't remember actually off the top of my head. And I'm just using another one just to press it down to make sure there's no edges lifted, and then I'm just applying the powder with a tapping motion. And you can see how easy that is to apply. It goes on really nice and evenly. Now the stencils are repositionable, so you can just lift it and reposition if you're not happy with it first time around. So I'm going to be applying that powder on 3 of the nails. I'm going to be doing it on the thumb, the middle and the ring finger, and then just sort of carefully remove the stencil. And then I'm going to be preparing the foil, so I'm just deciding which size koi I want to use on the nails. And I've decided to go with the larger ones today because I'm going to have them coming down the nail as opposed to across. Get my teeth back in. I'm just going to cut that down. So just cut them individually, and it's easier just to leave that backing paper. I know it's not attached to the foil itself, but it gives you a little bit more body to the foil itself. Then just place it on another stamper head, a clear stamper head, and then they're actually a lot easier to position on the nail. Now remember, you have got glue there, so just be careful about where you're placing it, because once you've put it on the nail, you can't actually remove it and reposition it. Just going to sort of roll it onto the nail and then press it out with a one of the clear creative nail art stencils. Now I did actually have trouble with this application, and I'm going to be showing you once I actually managed to lift off the plastic protective film, that the foil actually hasn't transferred properly, and I'll show you later on how I've actually gone ahead and fixed that up. So I did have trouble on all 3 of the nails, but I do manage to get it to work at the end. You'll see later on. See, just part of it's actually stuck, and then that's the same trouble I'm having there on that nail. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to double stamp them, or double foil them should I say, and this time I'm actually rubbing with the back of my thumbnail, and I found that that actually gave a much better stick. And then when I'm actually removing it, I'm just ripping it off as opposed to peeling it. And I found that that actually stuck on the nail a lot better. You can see there's actually no parts missing at all. The only bits that might be missing are bits that are overlapped with the previous foil. But this actually gave a much better finish. Then, because I've used foils and regular polish, I'm just going to be applying a coat of water-based top coat. If you don't actually have any of this, you can use like a peel off base coat instead, like Ondine or something like that, and that'll just protect it from your top coat that you'll apply later on, and that's it. Okay, so I'm back with the finished design, and oh my goodness, the struggle was real with the foils. I don't know what was going wrong. I realised, I double foiled them, if that makes sense. You saw what I did on the video. So in the end, I realised I had to actually rub them a lot better than what I was, and so I just used the back of my thumbnail, not the sharp edge, but just the back of it. So I found after I did that and I actually removed the foils really quickly, they stuck better rather than just the gentle approach. So yeah, so that's the finished design there. So I do hope you like it. I have actually just done the water-based top coat. I'm going to be putting Seche Vite over the top of these, and then I'll pop some photos for you at the end of the video. So let me know what you think. I think overall the designs actually turned out quite nice. I really do like the colours, how they work together, and the technique. So you can see like the Pearlescent Shimmer was really easy to use. I mean, a little bit goes a long way. So now I've actually done 3 nails with that tiny amount that I applied on that stamp head, and as you can see, it was more than enough to do those 3 nails. So that's them there. I really like the guides. The guides work really, really well. So they give you a really nice, tidy edge. And you can do lots of different techniques. This is just really simple, so you can use more than one powder and get multiple colours on that same nail. And you can use that French tip part there at the bottom of the nail, or you could do like a half moon at the top, or you can do it on the side how I've done there. There's also a straight edge, and then there's also a sort of a wavy edge as well. So yeah, this can actually be used lots of different ways. The sky's the limit, just use your imagination. There's the foils there. I did end up using obviously more than what I needed because I've had to double foil them because I wasn't doing the right technique, but in the end I got it to work and I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, definitely check out She Modern, see what she's got to offer. These powders are really beautiful, and a little bit goes a long way. I've used a tiny smidge on that stamper head, and yeah, it's more than enough. So yeah, if you haven't already done so, definitely subscribe to my channel. I do 2 to 3 weekly uploads, and so I'd love to see you here for my next video. Let me know what your thoughts are, and stay happy wherever you are. Bye for now.